What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. So much fun. So much fun we're having these days. A lot of stuff going on. My Astros, ALCS champions, yet again. Drinking my Yankee tears on ice. Yankee fan tears on ice. Let me tell you guys something. I'm going to say this. I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad, but that's okay. That's what I like doing. The Yankees, as an organization, deserve a better fan base than what they have. Why do I say that? Because it is amazing to me how quickly the Yankees fans turned on the Yankees. You guys literally booed Aaron Judge. How do you boo Aaron Judge? No class. That's classless as a fan base for you to boo Aaron Judge. I don't understand how you guys did that. But anyway, gratefully we don't have to worry about you guys anymore because you guys are out, and my Astros put you away, brought out the old broomy brooms, and took care of you just like we said we would. At any rate, good week today, Gator. World Series, here we come. Phillies, watch out. Shout out to my boy Lou. All right, so here's the thing. If you guys don't already listen to the podcast, new podcast that me and my boy JD do on the weekends, we drop it every Saturday. We just did one recently. The last episode that we did was regarding kind of this doom and gloom situation that everybody seems to believe that we're in. However, those of us who have been buying as collectors are kind of enjoying what's going on right now because the prices are dropping dramatically. And we're kind of getting back to this whole idea of like trading up and trading and wheeling and dealing and selling and buying, within reasonable prices. So for a collector, it's a good time. And I shared on the podcast, those of you who are watching it on video, I shared a clip, or just I'll put it right here so you guys can see it. I don't want to repeat it word for word because you guys know I tend to try to keep these episodes clean. So here it is. And it was something that somebody posted. It's just 23_JB_23 on Instagram. I do not follow this person. This was posted by somebody else that I saw, and I liked it. I liked it so much that I talked about it on the podcast, but then I'm also going to do an entire video on it because I feel like this was said at a time when it needed to be said, right? And for those of you that are just listening, it says... it's somebody's Instagram. They posted this on their feed or on their stories, and it says, "Make some trades or sales, you women's genitalia. We're all effed. Man up, accept the loss, have some fun, or just wait and pray." And if that does not accurately describe where we currently are in this hobby at this very moment, I don't know what else does. You got a bunch of guys who bought at what could have been the top of the market. Overall, the market's down maybe 40% over the last couple of months, maybe even more. And now they're sitting on a lot of cards that are seemingly worth half of what they were worth 6 months ago, even. Definitely worth half of what they were worth a year ago. And the problem is that either those guys are not going to accept that those cards are worth half, and they're going to try to hold on to them to see if things can recover, so that they don't take that bad of a loss, or they can just pray. Hold on to them and pray. Because there's really nothing else you can do with those cards right now. If you did not buy those cards as collectors, where you would have had the ability to at least say, hey, I may have paid top of the market for this card at the time that I bought it. However, it is a personal collection or a PC item for me. And therefore, the way I look at it, or the way it should be looked at, is that this card, I paid X amount of dollars for this card to be in my collection and bring me a level of happiness that was not there prior to me having this card. I think that that is the best way to go about this type of, phase in the market. Is that if you are buying, buy for PC, buy because you're a collector. I know there's some of you out there that are making a living off of this thing, buying and flipping and selling and all that stuff. And there will always be opportunities to buy cards low and then sell them high so that you can make a profit. I think the days of 10x, 20x, 30x your money are long gone. That is never going to happen again. At least I don't think it is. Because we will never have the mix of circumstances that we had in early 2019 going into 2020, pre-COVID, during COVID. I don't think we'll ever have those situations ever again, where you had literally the entire world sitting at home with an excess amount of cash that was injected into the general public. And then the social media ability to tell everybody that if you buy a card for $10, get it graded, it grades a 10, it's worth $200 now. And so, those of you who are holding on to these cards that you bought that were not PC, you bought them strictly for the flip. You bought them strictly to hold on to them and 10x your money. Talking to my Mac Jones guys out there. If you bought Mac Jones cards because you were a Mac Jones fan and he's just not good and he didn't pan out, then that's just the way of the world. Listen, I bought Kelly Olynyk rookie cards when the Rockets got them, and that didn't pan out too well. I bought Ben McLemore rookie cards because I like Ben McLemore. I still like Ben McLemore. I thought he was a good player. I think he still is a good player. But those cards are now on my PC. And if anybody ever asks me who Ben McLemore was, I can say, man, he was a great shooter for the Houston Rockets for a very small amount of time. That's why I bought the card. And when I bought it, I was like, man, this is great. I have a Ben McLemore card. I hope he continues to do well. It's that simple. Right now, as I sit here right now, I am looking for two very important cards that I want to have in my collection, and I don't care what the top of the market is. I'm looking for a Justin Verlander card, Justin Verlander rookie card, which top of the market on that one's about $300, so that might be a bit high. And I'm looking for a Dusty Baker rookie card. Both of those cards I'm probably going to end up paying somewhere around the top of the market, and that's okay because I want them in my PC, and whether they go up or down really has no bearing on whether or not I want to buy them or not. I want them because I want them, and I want to keep them, not because I want to keep them, hope they go up and sell them. And I think that's where a lot of you guys are right now, and the going up and selling them part is probably not going to come for you guys. But I hope what you guys end up doing is taking some of those cards that you don't really care about and trading them for some cards that you do care about. Because at the end of the day, if you're not going to get profit out of this, the best thing that you can do is at least add some cards to your PC that are going to make you happy. Because at the end of the day, that's what all this is about. And if you make a living at this, it's great. But I don't buy anything to try to make a living off of it. I buy it so I can display. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I really feel like we're in a pretty pivotal time in the market. So leave me a comment down below. If you've been watching, please consider subscribing. Check out the podcast. Drops every Saturday. It's on Apple, on Google, on Stitcher, and on SoundCloud. It's the Card Hedge Podcast. I'll leave a link down in the description. Thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace.